What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Monday Jump Off. I'm Khepresh. Monday Jump Off number 43. We in the building. How cool is that? I appreciate everybody rocking out with me and just hanging on. And I take want to give a chance to show a lot of gratitude and gratefulness, and just gratitude and gratefulness in my own consistency too as well. So we're gonna jump right in. Today's November 8th. I'll jump into a good book I like to read some mornings. It varies between a few of them, but by Ilana Von Zant, Acts of Faith. It says, your wealth can be stolen, but the precious riches buried deep in your soul cannot. Do you like money? Wouldn't you like to have some? Or even better, wouldn't you like to have a lot of money? Do you find yourself chasing it, doing things to get money, or wondering how much money will you get for doing things? Do you see things you want and remember you don't have money? Do you think about the places you would go if you had money? The longer you think about money, the more you chase money. The longer you will do with it without it. Money is very much like a hard to get lover. It eludes you, it teases and it tempts you. It gets your blood flowing and then it runs away. Money will drive you crazy. The more you want it, the less you will have of it. It will fight your advances. It will turn on you. It will leave you high and dry. The best thing you can do to money is ignore it. Don't chase it. Don't lust after it. Don't let it invade your mind. Do what you do without giving any thoughts to money. And when you least expect it, money will fall into your lap. Unexpected doors are open, unexpected channels are free. I think that was it's pretty interesting. For one, I think we all like money, um, because money's the tool. So I would say it's a tool to be used to do the things that to do the things you want to do, to position yourself, start your own companies, travel, learn new things, gain new knowledge. Money is a real good tool to improve your mind frame, your character, thoughts. Well, maybe not character. You can do that without money, but with your traveling and meeting new people, you learn new things to add on to yourself, right? Um, but it is a true statement that work on the things that will bring in the money, which makes you more valuable. I think this is what she's saying, which makes you more valuable to the people that surround you, to where you want to go in your mind's eye, as far as people to be around in situations, being open to new situations, not continuing the same thing, thinking you're going to get the same result. Understanding that failing forward is very important, and that not everything is going to happen the way you envision it or the way you dreamt it in your mind, but it doesn't mean that in the future or the next day or the next week or the next year or 2 years from now that it's not going to happen, and you're not going to meet the person, or you're not going to be in the situation when you get to show the skills that you've been working on when nobody else was around. So yeah, it's a good text. I wouldn't, because ultimately what we see now, especially that we have access to the internet, it's always been around. So everyone acting like this generation is worse than this one. They've been saying every generation is worse than the next for thousands of years. The fact is, things become more public through media and through gossip, through media. Now we have all these interwebs, so you can keep track of people, et cetera, et cetera. And so it seems like everything and everything and everyone is going crazy. And to a degree, it might be a large amount more than it was, let's just say, in my day, than it was in my parents' day, than it was in my grandparents' day, than it was in my great grandparents' day, than my great great grandparents' day. But while things have been being done for money since forever, and it's just how you view it. If you love it more than you love human life, if you love it more than you love your character, if you love it more than you love your own family principles, if you love it more than you love just your godlike essence, your divine essence of life and being, then you're liable to do anything for money. And yeah, it's as it's as simple as that. That's what money has the ability to do. Money can take a possible good person and turn them into a complete savage, or it can take a person, a humble person, and make them a complete philanthropist. It just depends on your view of money. So I would say money is just a tool, and figuring out how much money you need to survive is the most important part of that tool, especially when you're probably partying and stuff like that. But when you really touch like 25, to really adjust your life accordingly, to understand how you want to live, how you want to survive, what do you need? Do you need, or your lifestyle more minimalist, meaning like you need less things but more travel, or do you need extravagant things but you always have to work to maintain those things? But it's up to you, whatever you enjoy to do. So that's my thought on that particular passage. That was cool the way she put it. So today on a Monday jump off, I had an interesting message from a young lady. She asked me, what would I tell my younger self? And it was quite simple. I had looked back and I read what I wrote before I went to bed. And number one, don't take things personal. We spend a lot of time in our mind's eye taking things personal, wondering how we can make this situation better or that situation, not realizing like the friendship or the situation just came to an end. And that's cool. And then I wrote in that you pursuing your goal was the most important thing than worrying about what other people thought about you. Then next, I wrote, the people from your past may not be the people that you continue your future with. And you got to have time for that to be okay. I know you know, I'm a very caring person. So everybody, I do believe everybody has a level of divinity in them. And if you're my friend, I want us friends until we hit pay dirt, and that's it. We're in the ethereal realm together at some point, and we get to grow old and see our kids walk down the aisle, and we send pictures of our children, and we're able to talk about different business ventures, or you're talking about your 9 to 5 work and how you just became manager or VP of it, and whatever you're into, how you graduated, got a new degree, all that stuff. You're getting married, and you get to come to the wedding and all that cool stuff, right? All those memories that makes existing cool and fun and human. But you got to realize, young self, that that might not be the future that you have with everyone that you will fly with in the past. And you got to come to accept that a lot faster. And don't let it get you down so much. And just, you did a good job at just moving forward. But, if you weren't ready to have those hard conversations, still have them, but don't let it bother you so much. that, because most of the time it was just a change of perception, a change in direction, and it had really nothing to do with you personally. People just was wanted to maneuver in a different way, in a different stratosphere, or it's always the case too. They think another group, the grass is greener, et cetera, et cetera. So just hold space for them, keep doing what you were doing, and always wish for them success, like you did, and you did a good job at that, young Rush. Um, Next was, hold on, hold on. I read it directly. It is 4 something in the morning. Yep, cool. So the next one was, you did an awesome job investing early, and it helped save and propel your future. So I wish I would have invested more, but the investments I did help me during this time a lot. So that was it. Don't take things personal. Understanding, people won't understand your mission in life, because I started off a mechanical engineer. I was going down that path of house, wife, 2 kids, 2 cars, come home, eat, sleep, TV, like the cycle that will, and that's fine. And if that's the case for 70% of people, 75% of people, and that makes them happy, I think, cheers. But me, I was young, I had other goals in mind, for doing t-shirt companies and things of that nature. Always shout out to a sister named Kalima, incredible woman. Took me on my first book tour, really showed me what an entrepreneur was. And she did all this with the grace of her mother having, terminal cancer. She just pushed through, just a phenomenal woman. So always shout out to Dr. Kalima for taking interest in me. And I'll never forget that. Young me, I'll never ever forget that. So yeah, so I want to pursue certain things, and then, the road it took me is so incredible. The people I was able to meet, what I've been able to be around, and what I'm able to continue to do, because I just went out with my sword and my shield and went to explore the world I wanted to create. And I think for me, that was the um, best adventure ever. I found my own adventure. Yeah, some things you don't get right. Yeah, some my mom found like one of my original business cards from like 2002, maybe 2003, something like that. It's cool. It was something to really look at and see, like, wow, you've been getting after it for a while, and it's developed you, and it's improved your character, and it's made you read the books, it's made you be up early, it's made you do all these cool things. So my journey was really, really cool. Really cool. So I say all that to say this: if it's in your heart and it's righteous, do it. If it's in your heart and it's not righteous, meaning like it's going to cause conflict, chaos, confusion, distress, don't do it. But if it's your heart and it's righteous and it's going to commit you to betterment, to have a direct purpose in life, go for it. No matter how tough it is, no matter how alone you feel, it's your journey. It's your way of making art in this world. It's your way of telling your story, and it's your way of guiding the next generation with your energy, whether if you meet them or not. So, say I like to say this. I'm Khepresh. This has been the Monday Jump Off, number 43. We're rocking out. Just wish for you one life, one love, and you be the sun in your own world, in your own galaxy. All right. Peace.